Today we're going to be talking about how to take a finished manuscript, a zero draft, and have it become a best-selling novel. The reason why I am covering this step-by-step process right now is I am just about to release my own techno thriller, so I'm going through these steps with you. As I complete them, I'll be filming videos, so the whole process is fresh in my mind and you can follow along with me. The first thing you're going to need to do when you finish that manuscript, you've written the end, is celebrate. Finishing a book is a great achievement. Many people set out to do it, and very few people actually complete a full manuscript. So grab your friends, grab your loved ones, and go out, have a drink, go out to dinner, have a party. It really is a great achievement. So congratulations. The next step is to actually let your manuscript sit for a little while. Now, you may have heard that it's wise to let it sit for several months or even longer. However, in this rapid release market, I don't find that that is really very feasible. What I suggest is putting it aside for a little while and working on the next step that I'm going to share with you. You can meditate on it, or however you clear your mind and give yourself fresh eyes to look at the manuscript with. What you can do in the interim is I suggest that you write pitch letters to agents or publishers. Now, agents are going to hate me for this because I'm an indie author, and I am suggesting that you actually write your pitch and prepare your sample pages, even though you do not intend to follow the traditional path. Hey, if you get an offer, great, you can have that conversation with that agent or publisher. However, what I'm suggesting is you prepare your very best pitch and your very best sample pages. The reason why I suggest this is because when you're going to be sending it out to somebody, you're going to be getting it in front of, professional expert eyes. You really are very diligent about making sure that it is exciting, really has a great hook, and there are no grammatical errors. It's kind of putting yourself in that panic mode on purpose. You send it out, and then you're going to see, the minute you hit that send button, you're going to see a bazillion mistakes. So you can kind of fine tune your first pages, and this is what your readers will see. And if you get an offer and you want to take it, great. This is more for indie authors though. So once you've gone through that process of sending out a few pitches just to give it a try, get back to your manuscript, and you're going to be starting the revision and editing process. Revision-wise, I suggest that you make several passes through your manuscript in the way that editors would. So you're going to go from the macro to the micro. You're going to be first studying the manuscript for plot holes, making sure the structure's intact, making sure you have your theme present, and you're going to really just give it a nice solid once over on the structure of the story. Then you're going to make another pass going through looking for flow, the sentence construction. You're going to be looking for consistency, errors, times, names, places, that type of thing. Then make another pass looking for spelling errors, punctuation errors, etc. You're not going to catch everything, and we're going to talk about hiring an editor to be able to catch mistakes on every level of the editing process that I've talked about. This is where you're going to be hiring an editor, and there are several types of editors that you can hire. Now, there are book coaches, and book coaches are a separate thing, and a coach would be hired while you are writing or before you even start your book, and they are an accountability partner. They help you with their expertise, and they help keep you motivated so you can reach the end of that manuscript. However, we're going to talk about professional editing services that fine-tune that book and get it flawless for publication. So there are developmental editors, line editors, copy editors, and proofreaders. There are some other specialty types of editors as well. However, these are the major ones you're going to be dealing with. You don't need to hire them all, and as an indie publisher, you probably can't. You're not going to want to spend $10,000 on publishing. So as you make the passes through during revision, reading sections out loud, sending sections out to beta readers, sending those pitches like I told you, you're going to assess what needs the most work. If you find that the story is not quite holding together and there are some problems with the plot that you can't fix on your own, extensive revision is needed, then a developmental editor is who you're going to need to hire. They are going to get that story in shape and make sure that it engages readers, that has great pacing, that it's either exciting or emotional, whatever type of genre you write in, they're going to make sure it's that, okay? A line editor is who I hired for Zone Trip. The reason why I wanted to hire a line editor is because I had some specific fine-tuning that I needed. I needed to lengthen the book. I needed to cement it more firmly into the tech thriller genre. When it comes to creating that flawless manuscript like I talked about, we're moving towards copy editor and proofreader. You're almost always going to need a proofreader, okay? But a copy editor is going to assess the manuscript and correct or suggest or give you markup on your manuscript to correct grammar, flow, lots of errors. However, they are not there to catch every single one. You do almost always need a proofreader because the proofreader isn't looking at the content of your story as the other editors are. They're going to be reading it, so they will, as a byproduct of their job, be looking at the content of your story and reading your story. However, their job is to look at every single word and make sure there's no spelling errors, punctuation is in place, there are no typos, no errors in the manuscript at all. I filmed other videos about ways to find book professionals. However, I'm going to make it much easier for you because over the process of publishing many books for clients and publishing my own books, I've found that there are just a few tried and true freelancing exchanges that always return great services for indie authors. Those freelance exchanges are Reedsy, Upwork, and Fiverr. They're the big guys, you probably know about them. However, I have to say that there's a lot of protection for you as an author, and there is a extensive review process for these sites. So you are reasonably guaranteed to find an excellent professional on any of these sites. And if they are not excellent, if they fail you, then you have a process to dispute the charges and get your money back. I've found that if you ask friends or other authors that you know, they're just going to recommend the people that they know. They want to help, and so they'll just tell you who they've worked with, but they may not be the right fit for you. So going through the process of checking reviews, reading reviews, using the wizards that allow you to pick the correct professionals for what you need works great on freelance exchanges. I want to support the mom and pop type shops, but I've found that just searching online or asking friends does not work as well as hiring through these services. So you can keep your place in these videos. I'm going to be sharing my Trello board, and I have a full project with lists on how to edit, design, format, upload, market, launch, and advertise your book for ongoing sales. So that's right here, and I will link to the template in the description below so you can grab a copy of that and follow along. Also, please do share the title of the project that you're working on. I'd like to build a community around this channel, and I would love to know what kind of novel or what kind of nonfiction book you're working on, so we can discuss that with our community. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you very soon with that next video.